Welcome to Eurohoops. Thank you for your time. First, tell me, when you hear about Panathinaikos, what is the first thing you think of?
Just a great EuroLeague club. First time I was coming over, even though the big names is always going to be here and always going to compete. So it's been in the back of my mind for a minute.
I want to ask you about the NBA. Do you think you could play more longer in the NBA? How do you feel about the whole experience after all these years?
At this point, I still feel like my confidence is, still working on that just to get back and get comfortable out on the court. But I still feel just as athletic as I did. I still can jump. Still feel like I got years that, I still can give it my all. So, but with that said, I believe, if I work hard enough, anything possible. So.
As a dunk contest winner, do you consider yourself as the best dunker in Europe?
Not at all. That was almost 10 years ago. And even then, I feel like I don't have like tricks. I could jump high. But in game, I've seen some good dunkers over here. So, but I wouldn't say the best in Europe.
Tell me your best. Tell me who you think he's the best.
I don't know. Some smaller guys that probably can get up just as well as some of the bigger guys. Yeah, and it's kind of tough. Right now the names are it's still kind of hard to pronounce. So yeah.
I must admit that that dunk on Turiaf.
Oh yes.
It's pretty impressive. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, that hunts me all the time. Anytime I go on social media, I see it. So yeah, it's always there.
What do you think is the biggest difference between European basketball and NBA?
Being in Europe, I believe, for me, it's been a lot more physical. I'm a thin guy, but I don't avoid the contact, but it's a lot more physical for me. And as far as being on the court, it seems like it's a lot more crowded. NBA seems like more space, and then especially with the 3-second and the key that they have for defense, that's huge. You can't really just get in the lane like you want to. And then also I struggle with like traveling. Like that's big. That's a big part of somebody's game that if you can't, you got to learn to do that. It's instinct. Something you're used to.
Have you ever had an offer from a Greek team in the past? Because a few years ago, Olympiacos was reportedly interested in you, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, maybe an interest, but I don't think we really pursued it, or even if they actually made the offer. So, yeah.
Did you always want to come to Greece and play?
Well, actually, my first time coming to Greece was my first experience overseas to watch, my college teammate AJ Slaughter. So he played with Panathinaikos, and I came here and watched. So it was like a great experience, and I saw the city then, and got to move around and see Santorini, and I was like, man, that would be a nice place to go play.
And it finally happened.
Yes, finally. Yeah.
I want to ask you about Milan last year. How did you face all this coronavirus situation? Because it was pretty hard in Italy.
Yeah, when I got there, I feel like it had let up a little bit, but we were still on lockdown. I was there alone, and the players and the staff, everybody there helped me, get through it. And it wasn't, being with them, it was perfect. So.
A dilemma: basketball or art, painting?
In the long term or just anytime?
Long term. Your life in general.
I would have to say art, because I can do that until I, fall over and die. But basketball, I only can play so long, health-wise, and as long as I don't injure my hand, I should be good doing art.
Does it help you for basketball-wise, painting or arts in general?
I think it does, and that's probably something I haven't done enough of lately. Just clearing your mind and going to another place just to relax, and that's where I get it from.
You have painted many portraits of your teammates in the past, if I'm not mistaken. Who would you like to paint here now in Panathinaikos?
I don't know. I may just do a team portrait or something. Yeah, but as far as the guys, I'm sure, whoever the fans would like me to do, I could do that.
And maybe an art exhibition here?
Yeah,
sometime.
That'd be nice. But I always come over and take pictures, and the pictures I take, after I'm retired, done, I want to go home and do paint those.
I want to ask you about what do you prefer, a game-winning shot or a game-winning block?
Ooh,
What's more exciting?
I'd probably say game-winning shot.
Shot,
Yeah.
dunk, or anything?
Oh, a dunk would be great. Yeah. Especially if it's on somebody.
Especially in that arena.
Yeah, we're about to
crowd.
see, so I can't wait to see the atmosphere, you know, being a player of the home team. So.